In this video, we will show the steps needed for the contractor principal to sign and submit the pre-qualification application. The contractor principal will log into ECMS using their user ID and password. Click Login, then click OK. You are now on the ECMS homepage. In the top left-hand corner, click Business Partner. From the drop-down list, select Contractors. The contractor portal screen is now displayed. On the right side of the screen, select Create View Prequalification Applications. On the application screen, select Draft in the Application Status section. Review the information in the General section to make sure it is completed correctly. Note that the contractor principal can make changes to the application if needed. So check to make sure your contractor type is correct, the contact person, and the contact person's email is correct. If the information is correct, go to Part 1 and select Edit on the right-hand side. Review the information to make sure it is completed correctly. So review your General section, your Organization Leadership section, Contractor Financial Statement, Line of Credit, and then you can view your available attachments at the bottom. Click Validate to ensure that all the data and required attachments have been entered. You can select OK when the pop-up reminds you to save your information since we have not made any changes. You should get a message stating that the validation completed successfully. Click back to return to the application summary page. Go to Part 2, select Edit, review the information to make sure it is completed correctly. So review your contractor information, your request desired work classifications, organization project experience, construction experience of key employees, plant and equipment, compliance questions, affiliates and subsidiaries, and the additional questions section. You can also look at the available attachments to make sure that you've attached everything. Click Validate to ensure that all the data and required attachments have been entered. We know that we've not made any changes, so we will select OK. We received our statement, validation completed successfully. Select back and to return to the application summary page. Go to Part 3. Click Edit on the right-hand side. Review the information to make sure it is completed correctly. So review your contractor information, your DB information, the disclaimer section, the question section, compliance review agencies, unions, and then your available attachments. At the top of the screen, click Validate to ensure that all the data and required attachments have been entered. We can select OK because we did not make any changes. You should get a message stating that the validation completed successfully. Select back to return to the application summary page. Go to the last section on the screen, the declaration section. Read the statement. In accordance with Act 15 of 2020, which was signed into law on April 20th, 2020, and allows for unsworn declarations, I declare under penalty of perjury under the law of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania that the foregoing is true and correct. So in the title section, click the drop-down and select your title. We're going to select CEO. If you do not see your title, you can select Other, and then you can type your title in the box on the right-hand side. Today's date will show in the box. Location, which is the city, state, and county, is actually information that is pulled from your company's information page. If the information needs to be changed, you can type inside of this box. To submit your application, go to the top of the screen, select Workflow, click the drop-down arrow, and select Sign and Submit. A message will pop up on your screen saying you have chosen to submit this information. Click OK to proceed or cancel to abort. Click OK. Your application has been submitted. You will receive messages on your screen stating that your information was submitted successfully. You and the application contact person will receive an email confirmation of your signed application. The appropriate PennDOT employees will also receive emails notifying them that your application needs to be reviewed and approved. Select Logout in the top right-hand corner to exit the screen. You are now returned to the ECMS homepage.